What's up folks, my name is Felix, welcome back to this video. If you watched yesterday's video, there I talked about the current market situation with ROI depths, and I clearly said that it seems like the ROI depth season is starting again. And I mentioned also that if I see a promising project which has, in my opinion, a lot of potential to gain a lot of interest and volume, I will share it with you. And that's why we are going to talk today about ALPHA365 or ALPHA365, whatever you want to call it. This will be a new ROI depth, very similar to ARC or Furio, but did a lot of changes in a more sustainable way and has some interesting mechanics which I wanted to share with you in this video. But before we start into the project overview, I want to announce that I have at least 2 whitelist spots. So just comment your wallet address down in the comment section if you want to be in the draw for this whitelist contest. This will take place on the 22nd of July, and the minimum investment will be 1000 USDC. So if you potentially want to jump into their whitelisted presale, leave your wallet address down there and I will choose at least 2 people who will get these spots. Now we want to get into the mechanics on what this dApp, this ROI dApp, is all about. So as I already said, it has very similar mechanics to Furio and ARC. And if you are used to the white paper, if you read over the white paper of these projects, you should be familiar with ALPHA365 right away. But again, they changed a lot of things which I like to see in a more sustainable way. So the basic mechanics, the basic thing, how it works, it runs on the Binance Smart Chain. You just buy USDC, get alpha tokens for your USDC. You deposit them manually in your vault. You can get up to 10 vaults, and it's only possible to deposit once in every vault. And then those alpha tokens start to reward you up to 1.5% daily. And this percentage will reduce over time. I will show you that in more detail in a few seconds. Always an important thing for me in this case is the team behind such a project, and the team is not doxed and not KYC'd. So it is slightly higher risk in this case. We have to trust the team. I heard that they are planning to do an AMA before the project starts. So this will be the best way to get a better picture on what they will do, how they plan to evolve this ecosystem and all that stuff. So you might want to listen into this. It will probably take place in their Telegram group, which will be, of course, linked down in the description box. They will have, of course, an audit before the project launches, and the liquidity will be protected by a multisig. Before we now get into the specific mechanics, let's take a quick look on their roadmap, what they are planning to do. That will not be a simple ROI dApp. They planning to do a sports betting integration in this ROI dApp where you can earn additional yield. And of course, this will bring back revenue. They are planning to do external investments, as they state here, and projected into 2024. There will be a app development, a alpha real estate, and new products. So they will probably announce everything about that in their Telegram group. Now let's take a look at the project details on the white paper. So let's start again with the basics. To get this thing running, you need USDC on the Binance Smart Chain. You go to the Alpha Swap right here on the dApp, swap your USDC for the alpha tokens, and then you take these alpha tokens, put them into the vault, and once they are in the vault, they will earn you up to 1.5% daily ROI. And now we are getting to the interesting part where I think this has a lot of potential. Here we can see that every user has up to 10 vaults per account, and these vaults last up to 365 days. That's where the name of the project comes from. These tokens in the vaults will earn you up to 1.5% daily, also in alpha tokens, which you then can swap back into USDC. And everything you do, whether you deposit, compound, or withdraw earnings, will impact the behavior of the vault. Because they implemented, I would call it a battery system, because the more you compound, the more your battery gets loaded up. As we can see here, every compound gives a +1 to your alpha range. Every claim gives a -2 to your alpha range. And your alpha range goes from 1 to 10. And if you get below 0, you will go to prison. This will mean you just get 0.5% daily. And usually you get up to 1.5% until you reach your net balance, so your deposit balance minus the taxes. Once you jump below this value, your daily rewards will be reduced to 1% up to a net balance of 200%, and once you exceed this value, you will reduce to 0.5% until you reach these 365 days, and then your vault has basically ended. Here again, just to keep this in mind, once you go below a 0 alpha range, you will be reduced to 0.5% daily. So you go to prison, and then you can just do a compound action. And in case you are already at 0.5% daily because you exceeded 200% of your net balance, you will be reduced to 0.25%, which makes the project, of course, more sustainable in the long run. They also implemented a onboarding system, which is very similar to Furio and Arc, which is running in the round robin system. So they will basically one leader and you will be able to join their team as the project starts. And I will get into, I will of course have my own team, but more about that in future updates. Just want to let you know how the system in this case works. Then they will also have a so-called Alpha NFT collection, which will give you additional rewards. For example, there will be rewards pools, which we are going to talk about in a second. And these Alpha NFTs will also give you incentives, for example, the eligibility for the earning of referral rewards. So again, there will be two different pools, a Alpha NFT pool and a Alpha reward pool. The Alpha NFT pool will contain all the cost of the NFTs deducted by the taxes, and the Alpha reward pool will contain all the taxes from buying a token, from selling the token, from the NFT tax, and from the NFT sell taxes here in this case. And these rewards will then get distributed back to NFT holders. So in the end, the bigger your share of these rewards pool in the end is, the more, of course, you will get on a weekly basis. And the important thing here in this case is these NFTs are liquid, so you can sell them at any given time, just deducted by the taxes. So for example, if you bought an NFT for 250 USDC and you already got 100 USDC in rewards and you also paid taxes, you will get the difference from the buying price deducted by the taxes and your profits. Then let's take a quick look at the tokenomics. As I already mentioned, the token will be called Alpha token, running on the Binance Smart Chain. There will be a max supply of 1 million token, and it's distributed as follows. They will allocate 5% for the private sale, 20% for the public pre-sale. The liquidity amount will be dependent on what they collect in their pre-sale. There will of course also be a team allocation and a Sigma allocation, which is for marketing and other incentives. And in the end, I also want to give you an overview on their taxation. So they have different taxes on all the actions you can take on the DApp. For example, if you do a deposit and a buy, there will be 13%. If you withdraw your earnings and then sell them, there will be a 12% tax on each of these actions. And for example, if you transfer your tokens to a different wallet, there will be 10% tax. And to prevent people from dumping, there will be a massive 90% tax. Because the thing is, the difference between Furio and Arc, if you were invested in both of these projects, in Arc, there were basically no Arc tokens in the wild if you not have earned them from the ROI DApp. In Furio, you could just go to the swap page and buy Furio token and hold them on their wallet and wait for the token price appreciation. This is also possible here in ALPHA365, so there might be some people who will speculate for an appreciating price, especially in the beginning, because we can see similar patterns in all these ROI dApps. But I think with the 10 volts per wallet, the reduced daily rewards, and other stuff they implemented here, they are going in the right direction in terms of sustainability of the dApp. So of course there needs to be external revenue, so I hope they will implement that as soon as possible and will do their external investments. Otherwise we will see the same pattern, so a decreasing price on a continued basis as in the other projects. So to round this up here in the end, again, the whitelisted private presale will start at the 22nd of July. And if you drop your wallet address down in the comment section, you might win one of those whitelist spots with a minimum investment of 1,000 US dollars. I will announce the winners in one of my next video and will let you know through a comment below your comment that you have won this whitelist spot. I will never shoot you a DM. All the messages you get in my name will be scammers. I will never shoot you a DM first, just that you are aware of this. If you don't want to miss information about ALPHA365, how the project will develop over time, you might subscribe to my channel. I will cover everything here. And if you like today's video, it would be great if you can hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and let's get this crypto.